mic as well.
Oh, you can talk.
No, I was.
Alright. Alright. And it looks like we're live. So, exciting. Welcome to the Sniper Show #1, everybody. I am excited. This is our first podcast, but we've actually got a sponsor, so I want to give a shout out to them real quick. And then we can go from there. But I really want to say thank you to Papa John's. Links in the description if you want to order some nice, delicious pizza. So, thank you guys so much.
No, I was.
Alright. Alright. And it looks like we're live. So, I gotta turn that off. Okay, so, awesome. Now that we got that over with, if you really want some good pizza, go to Papa John's. I just got some right now. So, thank you for the discount on the pizza. And that's going to be our sponsor for this podcast. Okay, so, with that being said, we got a couple different topics here to talk about. And the first one that I have listed here is DayZ in real life. So, I'm Gungood. He's our guest here. So, first of all, let me go ahead and introduce yourself here. His link's in the description.
Yeah, my link's in the description below if you want to check it out. I used to make videos of this Star Wars MMO, Clone Wars Adventures. Of course, that game got servers went down this past week, but I continue to make videos. I make videos of another Sony game, PlanetSide 2, and Minecraft, if you're interested in those.
Alright, so thank you, Gungood, for joining us on this week's podcast. So I'm going to start trying to do this more professional here. We got Mr. Liberty Studios over here to my right, which is over here on the left side of the webcam. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, that's cool. Sator. So, yes. Another thing, so going to the topic, right? DayZ in real life. So I've been playing a lot of DayZ along with Mr. Liberty Studios here, and we've been streaming and making videos. My question to you, I guess, I'll go first. If DayZ were a real life scenario, what would you do? Okay, so I would go get me some Papa John's pizza. That's what I would do. So make sure to order yourself some Papa John's pizza just in case if DayZ happens in real life. But I definitely would. I don't know what I would do actually. I would think that making friends would definitely help you out a lot. It would benefit you. But on DayZ you can't trust everyone. So if DayZ were in real life, I'd probably try to find some kind of support group and get together with them. What about you guys? Liberty?
Can everyone hear me fine? Gun good? Can you hear me? No? No one?
Who's that talking? That's
Liberty, yeah.
Yeah, I can't exactly hear him that good.
Go ahead and speak up a little bit there, Jimmy.
Alright, so what I would do is I would go to Walmart. I would raid Walmart along with probably 1,000 other people raiding Walmart. And then I would go to the desert and I'd sit in the desert with everything and make a base. Bam. And then stay out of the city because, zombies. Yeah, that's my plan.
Alright, well, Gungood?
I don't exactly play DayZ, so I really don't have an opinion on the matter, honestly.
It's what happens when zombies come to real life.
Okay, well in that case then you'd probably see something like The Last of Us. I don't know if you guys have played that game, but I have a friend who does. I've seen part of the story. You'd probably have something like that. Pretty much.
Yeah, The Last of Us is amazing. Liberty?
I didn't play The Last of Us.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, so now that you brought it up, right? So I try to stay on topic as much as possible, especially in my videos and stuff as well. The Last of Us. If you're going to talk about it's coming to PS4. And I actually own a PS4 as in the other room here. But I've been a big fan of The Last of Us. I've seen walkthroughs and stuff. Just get the game's so intense. I just watch videos of it for an hour. But I'm really excited that it's coming to PS4.
I've never been a fan of the zombie apocalypse games, but just by watching, going over to my friend's house and watching him play it, I can tell the story is interesting, but it's still not something that I would be interested in. But it does make for an interesting story.
Yes. It does. And I mean, DayZ is like a sandbox game, like Sator mentioned. I don't know what I would. I mean, definitely I'd have to. I don't know. The store idea is pretty good, but there's gonna be a bunch of other people at the store too, so it's kind of dangerous. I don't know what I would do. Um, so I guess moving on to the next topic. All right. So a topic that's been mentioned a lot, and people are always arguing over is Apple versus Android. Now you guys can see I own an Apple phone right here, iPhone camera right there, swag. I got an iPad here, but I've been an Android fan too, and I don't know what I would do. Android is definitely it has more. It's like an open source phone, and it's a lot. I guess it's a lot more. You're not like limited to what you can do like you are on iPhones. But um, I don't. What do you guys think? Gone good?
Well, I personally own a an iPhone, and I honestly prefer Apple. Probably the reason I probably prefer Apple more is because I have no idea how to use Androids. My school has always had Apple products, so that's probably the reason why. And yeah.
I like Apple probably because of well, I like Android for their customization. I like both, but I'm probably gonna stick with Apple because I'm so like like I'm like stuck in with them pretty much because you can't transfer songs and apps and stuff, and I've already bought so many songs and apps through them that there would be really no point in switching it because I like both. So I'm probably just gonna go with Apple. But if I had to restart, I'd probably choose Android.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's this like battle is much similar to the Xbox versus PlayStation, and this stuff's like it's competition with everything. I can go down to Walmart and like toilet paper will be like in competition. Like should I get what is it? The one with the bear? The bear. Oh,
You can't even remember the name of it.
you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys
Yeah,
seen the
I know what you're
commercials?
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like this bear, and he's like, yeah, he's like on the toilet. Yeah, that's probably not going to detail. But that's interesting. Our other topic we got here is Assassin's Creed movie. Now, apparently, this is something that's been thought about for a while now, but I just now heard about it today actually. Having an Assassin's Creed movie, I don't know how that would work out. You're making a movie of a game. Now, I know this has happened with Halo. It was actually on Netflix. So if you guys have Netflix, you guys might know what I'm talking about. Halo, like Return of Dawn. I don't know if they've had more than one movie or not, but Halo. So with when we're talking about Halo, Halo's a game, and they turned it into a movie. And I like the game to an extent. I wasn't like a hardcore, console gamer, PC master race. But it's definitely seeing it from a movie perspective is different, and I feel like it kind of ruins the experience for the game. And I don't want to see that happen to Assassin's Creed at all because I love that game. But how much different do you guys think it would be, from a movie standpoint? Like, you're turning a game into a movie. How would that affect?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I honestly couldn't say. I mean, because I don't know. I've heard so little about the movie, and its production. So I don't exactly know if it's going to be as good as the game, if it's going to be better than the game. It's probably going to have some differences, yes. 'Cause all movies have, it's just like turning a book into a movie, stuff has to go unless you want it to be a 7 hour, 8 hour long movie. So, yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be things left out. There's probably going to be some things that people don't like. There's probably going to be differences. Um, But that's just the way it is with any movie.
I agree with Gun Good. Like that perfectly explains it. I don't think it ruins the game necessarily, but I think it's gonna be this like how Gun Good explained it was perfect.
So, Liberty, you've been a quite a big Halo fan, and a Star Wars fan. So, how do you feel watching the Halo movie, um, instead of watching the game?
The movie was pretty good and it portrayed the game perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but not like the game, but the series. Because I also read one of the books, and I think it was perfect. I liked it. I don't know. A lot of people didn't, but I was one of the few that did.
All right. And so when we talk about this, is it the same for Star Wars? Did the Star Wars movie ruin the game experience for you? And how, I mean, how do you feel about that?
And said the Star Wars movie ruined the experience for us. Wait, what?
So you watch the Star Wars movie and then you play, uh, okay, you play Star Wars Battlefront 2. How how does that change your perspective of Star Wars, if any?
It doesn't change my perspective on any of the Star Wars really. It's just another part of the franchise, and I don't think it ruins or make. If anything, it makes each other better.
Okay. Should we move on to the next topic then?
Sure.
All right. So, as many of you guys probably know if you're in the gaming community here, League of Legends has actually been declared an esport, which is, League of Legends is considered a sport. So, with that being said, how is that? How do you guys feel about that? I mean, when I think of sports, I don't usually think of League of Legends. I usually think of basketball or soccer. Barcelona, shout out to Barcelona right here. But how does that change anything to do with sports? Like how would you feel like playing League of Legends? Someone's like, "Oh, well, is that your favorite sport?" And you're kind of like, "What?"
It would be, it would sound kind of crazy. Of course, I don't know anything about League of Legends either, but the fact that you would call a game a sport, that just, I mean, still, I mean, sports are games, basketball games, football games, etc., etc. But there's just a difference. Let's face it, there's a huge difference between the two.
Yeah, no, I think esports should be esports isn't like sports. It's like a different set of sports, kind of like um I don't know. It's like different. I don't think it's a sport, but it's like esports, and it's different. So it'd be like, what's your favorite sport, and then what would like, what is your favorite esport? I think that's how it actually goes, and I like it better. I don't think of sport and then League of Legends. I think sports, football, basketball, and stuff, and then I think esports. League of Legends, COD, or whatever.
Yeah, same thing.
So so they're calling this a sport, right? So how I mean, it's not. It doesn't come to surprise me, and many people have also probably thought of it. But how does I mean, chess is a sport, right? Chess is a sport. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if chess is a sport, think of it like that. League of Legends is a sport, and that goes with Dota 2 is probably a sport too. I mean, it's definitely along the same as League of Legends. I don't know why it wouldn't. But what really interests me is I see that games are competitive, yes. Um, so when you have these competitive gaming, we're talking about people like coming together and um, I don't remember what it's called, the center, the like basketball courts and stuff in LA, uh, to play League of Legends. Like you're playing League of Legends like competitively, and there's like thousands of people watching. And I could go on Twitch.tv right now, and people there's thousands of viewers on League of Legends. So right now there is 83,000 viewers on League of Legends and all these streamers and stuff. So, um, I mean, it's competitive. People, I guess, enjoy it, and I'm not sure if I understand like how League of Legends is a sport. I mean, it's competitive gaming, and I think any competitive gaming can be considered a sport. Like Liberty just said, it's like MLG, which if you guys know, I didn't follow too much up on it. The Optic Gaming, the competitive COD that went out between Optic and FaZe and all of them. So how do you guys feel about competitive gaming?
It's an interesting topic. I'll say that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Well, when I think competitive gaming, I think MLG and esports and
Yeah.
game battles and like websites like that. Not just not some game mode you go on to and it's like competitive gaming. You know, choose this game mode and
Yeah.
do whatever
Yeah.
you do, and then really that's what I think. And then there's casual gaming, which is just hey, I'm gonna jump in this lobby and play this game, whatever, League of Legends, go fight these people or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I play League of Legends sometime, and to speak for Liberty, he plays League of Legends too. So don't let him deny that. But you've said you've never played League of Legends, Gun Good?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay. Um, and a thing that I think about as well is the game is actually free. So anytime you put a free game out there that's competitive, I believe a lot of people are gonna play it, and I think that's the case with esports. And I don't know I mean, what would be the future of esports, um, and how do you think that would work out and affect the gaming community? I mean, we already have like competitive COD and stuff, and 5 years ago, I've never even heard of like competitive gaming. I mean, sometimes I hear of stuff like not League of Legends. League of Legends wasn't even out, I don't think, at the time. But I remember Quake and Unreal Tournament were some very popular games that a lot of people played and a lot of people did competitively, and especially for like LAN parties and stuff. So how do you guys think it'll affect the future of gaming?
Liberty, you want to go first?
All right. I don't really have an opinion. I don't know. How does it affect the future? I think the future is affected. Why'd you got a friendly guy in the chat here? You, if I think the future is more affected on what people are playing, and then what the
Especially for like
game
LAN.
people, game developers make, and then so if someone makes a game such as uh, Space Cowboys 5451 or something, I don't know, and it's like Call of Duty but in space, and that's what everyone likes, then that's probably what everyone's going to play, and I don't think the past really has an effect on it, unless it's something like Halo or something, where the past or Halo was revolutionary, and it was something like that, where then suddenly Halo sparked, Battlefield, COD, and everything else.
Yeah, basically everything that Liberty said. To put it simple, everything that he said.
All right. Well, should we move on to the next topic then?
Sure.
All right. Um, so Marvel versus DC. Good, good.
Which one do I prefer? That's a tough one. Probably DC, only because I know more about it than Marvel. I mean, I know a little bit about Iron Man. I know a little bit about Spider-Man, but I've just always liked DC um, better for some reason.
I've liked Marvel better. I don't know. I like their movies better. I can't exactly tell you exactly what like superheroes. Like my favorite superhero would probably be Captain America, and he's Marvel. So I'm just gonna go over there. Bandwagon. I don't know, not bandwagon, but it's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't know. I think I would go with. I don't know. I'd go with Marvel. I'd have to say. Um, I don't know. I've never really been into like comics and stuff, but the more I think about it, I did read a couple growing up. Young sniper here. So that was that was something that was interesting to me, and had to do with that, right? All right. So um, you guys want to move on?
Yeah, yeah, we can move on.
Okay. So new Amazon console, right? So we're talking about a console. So you're bringing in, you got the Xbox, you got the, PlayStation, you got all these consoles. This kid's got the Ouya, and you're bringing in another Amazon console. You got the PlayStation Vita. You guys got mobile gaming. There's gaming everywhere. So I I don't know if how I would feel about the Amazon console. I mean, you're taking, I don't know. I just do you really think that it can compete with the other consoles that are out there? Xbox and stuff like that.
I don't think it's going to compete with other consoles like Xbox and PlayStation, but I think it's going to compete with the Ouya and the Game Stick and other Android consoles.
Like
Because,
like the Wii, for example.
yeah, and the Wii, like, I think the biggest competitor they'll have is the Wii or something.
Probably, yeah, that would probably be the same for me as well. They're probably going to be competing with the Wii more than Xbox or PlayStation, just because those companies are so
Yeah,
huge.
I agree with that.
Okay. Uh, you want to move on to the next topic, or do we have any more to say about that?
I like my Ouya better.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
So how you enjoy your Ouya, right?
Yeah.
So what made you get the Ouya over like another game console, and how how do you feel about it?
Okay, if you guys really want to know, you can head over to my channel for a detailed video, a self-advertisement, and it's the Ouya unboxing and overview. You can check that out in my latest videos. You should be able to scroll over to it. But to sum it up in a box, I got it because when people come over, I wanted to play it with other people, and it can play some sweet emulators that I didn't feel like having on my PC, and it has some interesting Ouya games. So I just picked that up. And that's mainly the reasons. But like I said, if you want to go watch the video there, you can go check that out.
All right. So I guess we're moving on then. Um, let's talk about Windows XP. So many of you guys might have already known that Windows XP is no longer being supported. Now, I actually didn't think this was a big deal until I realized how important Windows XP is to us. Um, so, some people still use Windows XP. I don't know how many people still do. I definitely don't. Windows 7 for days. And the fact they're not supporting anymore is going to lead to security issues, and the people that do have it, and banks and schools and stuff that still use it, they won't be supported anymore, and I think that could be potentially be a big deal.
I agree. It could be a big deal. I'm not that familiar with Windows XP, but um, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I'm not familiar with it, but yeah, I mean, I could see from just listening to what you said about it, I can tell it could probably be a big deal, for all the companies that use it and all that?
I think that it's no longer a big deal because you should have probably upgraded by now, hopefully. But if you haven't, and this is just incentive to move on, but actually Microsoft will still support it if you pay them, which is a big, large amount of money. And yeah, but my only concern about it is the fact that it's like, let's see, then between Windows XP and Windows 7 is Windows Vista. So once they stop supporting Vista, hopefully they have like 2 more Windows versions out because I'm not upgrading to 8. So I really hope they like keep 7 still in service.
I'm pretty sure they'll keep 7 in service
Yeah, I'm pretty
until.
sure they will for a while,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully they don't just go, this is the first step of many.
It is. It is. So Windows 7 is next in 2 years or so. I believe so. Uh, they don't still support Windows Vista. They do support Windows Vista, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know many people that use Windows Vista. It definitely is quite a operating system. I know lots of people have problems with it, and I don't know how it's gonna um, go from there. But hopefully it works out alright. Alright, so next topic then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I have some topics here listed. So is many of you guys that are gaming are familiar with the it's called Twitch. It's the live stream. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So Twitch, a couple years ago, I've never heard of it. And do you think that Twitch is growing and it has some potential? And why? I get asked this question quite few. Streaming over YouTube versus streaming over Twitch. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, YouTube it was mainly made for videos and stuff like that. But apparently, yeah, when you're partnered, you can live stream to YouTube, which I do sometimes. But I believe that maybe Twitch is better streaming for when it comes to gaming. Or how do you guys feel about that?
Gun Good, you can go first.
Okay. So basically, uh, Twitch versus YouTube. I don't live stream myself, but from just being in a few live streams, some being on Twitch and some being on YouTube, I would probably have to say I prefer Twitch, just because of I don't know. There's just something about it that I just think appeals to a viewer more than YouTube, because like you said, YouTube is made for videos. It wasn't originally. I don't think it was originally made for live streaming. It was made to post videos.
Oh.
So that's my opinion.
I think I like the Twitch streaming better. It's more versatile. It's more support for streamers and of that nature. I think it's just something about it is just nicer when you stream there. The chat moves fluently and it works better, and the experience is just better in Twitch. Honestly, they're doing some pretty good things, as Sator has said here, and I would like YouTube streaming just doesn't exactly work out. I don't know. It's just something about it just isn't good.
Yeah, it is. It's different than most, And I've actually seen, and the PlayStation 4 supports this, which I find interesting, and I've never heard of until recently, is Ustream with the letter U. And when I go here and I watch streams from Ustream, I don't see a lot of gaming streams. I see more like podcasts, like what we're doing. Same thing with YouTube. I see a lot of podcasts as well. But I don't. I mean, Twitch recently started, I believe, because I don't remember using Twitch, years ago. I've never even heard of that. But Ustream, I've never heard of either. But I guess Ustream is competing with Twitch, and I don't know. I think that live streaming is definitely becoming more popular. I mean, if you look at videos from like years ago, I I didn't find a whole lot of gaming videos, and I've done YouTube for 3 years now. And at the time when I started making videos, I remember that there was a lot, not a lot, but there was some Call of Duty 4, and I think that's part of where maybe gaming started was Call of Duty 4 when things started when the Call of Duty series started to get good, and I think that's when video making and streaming became uh, more popular then. But I guess it's evolving and improving because I like the things YouTube is doing, and that Google Plus though it's eh, we won't talk about that. But Twitch, I like what they're doing too. They offer videos as well, which is interesting. Yeah, and yeah, YouTube streaming is rather unknown, as where Twitch is more constant flow of viewers. Yeah, I tell people I stream to YouTube, and some of them are like, "Wow, you can do that," and I was like, "Yeah," but I don't personally do it a lot. I myself prefer Twitch. I think it's a lot simpler, and I can go from there. But you guys want to move on to the next topic?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So, uh, Google Glasses. Have you guys gone good? Have you heard of Google Glasses before?
I've heard of them. I have no idea what they do or what they are.
Okay, so from my understanding, I think I'm learning that it's more of like a I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the purpose of the glasses were. I know that they can like live stream and record and stuff, which is really weird. Because I'm sure I'll be walking down Walmart and some fan will have some glasses, and I'm sure he'll record me walking down Walmart. So that's kind of strange, um, in all seriousness, though. But how do you think glasses that can record people and stream how would that affect people? Um, and how I mean, what do you guys feel about that? I mean, there's like definitely like privacy issues here that some people are really concerned about. But how do you guys feel about that?
I personally don't think the Google Glass can store enough memory and stuff. I don't think you can have enough memory on the Google Glass to completely walk around Walmart and record something. I think it has enough memory to like record something like something along the lines of, "Oh, hey, look, here's the rocket I built in the park taking off," and then that's like 30 seconds, and that's all you can do, or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to store that much. It wouldn't have a big hard drive, and it wouldn't have a whole lot of memory either. So, but in terms of privacy issues, it's no different than the government recording what we are talking about right now, which I'm sure they are.
Or walking down the store with your iPhone up, pretending you're texting, but you're actually,
Or
recording
or
people.
pretending like you're on a call when you're actually recording.
And then, or the prank videos you see all the time on YouTube where people hide their stuff, like in like cat things, and record people getting pranked.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Uh, I guess you guys are right about the whole storage thing. I don't think it can store much of anything. But I don't know. I think that I mean, yeah, you could be sitting in class, right, or at work, and then somebody just like puts on these glasses and start recording you, and you're like, oh, hello, But I think that it would have to be, it's definitely limited to what it can do um, with that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be interesting. We have Google Glasses right here that we're looking up. But on the 15th, April 15th, it says I guess you can buy it. I don't know the whole ins and outs. But it looks like it's some pretty high quality stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I don't know if they're available now or how that would work. But that's going to be interesting. Next topic.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, uh, how has Battlefield and Call of Duty changed? Now, we have we've seen Battlefield evolve. At least I have, going from Battlefield 2 to Bad Company 2. I missed like 1948 or whatever. But Battlefield Bad Company 2, and then playing Battlefield 3, and then now playing Battlefield 4. So it's changed, and we've all seen Call of Duty go from I've seen it. I have Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty. Yeah, so it's not it's changed. So how do you guys feel about Call of Duty changing, and compare Call of Duty 4 to Call of Duty Ghost would be a perfect example.
Gun, you can go first.
Okay, I know very little about the Call of Duty franchise. I know I need to get educated. I'm honestly not a big fan of first-person shooters. It's kind of ironic because I'm playing PlanetSide 2 right now. But that aside, um, I have a friend who plays Call of Duty, and I know a little bit about it. It's definitely evolving. That much I know.
Okay, so I know what you guys can use Google Glasses for. You guys can use Google Glasses and record you buying some Papa John's pizza. That's what you guys can record. You guys can record Google Glasses. All right? And then you can, tell them I sent you, and then try and get your discounted pizza there. So, Liberty.
I don't think it's changed that much.
All right. Well, next
It's
topic.
changed somewhat, but not
Well, a little bit, but not a lot.
yeah, yeah.
But would you, Liberty? You talked about going back to Call of Duty. How so, and why, and what made you feel this way?
When did I say that?
You said you were gonna buy Call of Duty Black Ops or look into it.
Yeah, if it wasn't $60, but it's still $60, not like 20, which is bad. Not no.
It is, and that's something that that I guess it's their marketing. But Call of Duty is slowly dying out. So
Yeah, that one is too. It is slowly dying out. I don't know. I'm not gonna guess at when it will end, but it probably is coming soon.
okay. So next topic. I guess you guys ready for next topic? All right.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, and some of the newer games that are coming out. Elder Scrolls Beta, Titanfall is released, and Last of Us on PS4. So there's a lot coming to the gaming community right now, and Goat Simulator, which was recently released, that game was quite the experience. Have you guys seen Goat Simulator, or how do you feel about that?
Nope, not wasting my money on that.
Same.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone who likes it or plays it.
Planet Side 2 is so much better.
Yes, but it's Goat Simulator. Like, what? Who comes up with this? And I don't know how that's gonna change. I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, I think I've never tried the Elder Scrolls. I know Sator has. I don't know if any of you guys have checked it out.
I actually watched one of Sator's live streams. Well, I don't think it was a live stream. It was a video that he did on it. I don't know. I don't really know much about it.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't like the Elder Scrolls that much. I
Yeah.
think I personally like the Fallout series a lot better.
Okay. Um, and I guess we'll go for a couple more minutes to see what you guys have, if you guys have any topics. So I have written down here. Um, okay, so have you guys ever had? Uh, I want to hear you guys' stories about like crazy teachers and stuff. So I'll give you guys an example. I'll give you guys an example. So I have this teacher, right? I have a lot of stories, okay? Um, but I have this one teacher, and we're not going to give away his name for some privacy reasons here. But let's call him Snoop Dogg. So we have this teacher, right? And he says that he used to catch birds in his backyard. And what I mean by that is he had like a sprinkler, okay? And he would use his sprinkler to, I guess, I don't know. There was like birds in his backyard, and he would like catch them and like feed them. I don't know. It was really weird. Um, and I don't know. That was just one of my teachers, and there's a lot to the story. But I will. I'll go from there. I got some chocolate milk. All right. So another teacher I have. Um, he's very very interesting. Actually, he I can't explain some of the stuff he does. He's just not. Maybe you can help me out, Liberty. Um, how would you describe this this computer teacher? He he is. So we have this business teacher, and I feel like he's not qualified. And what I mean by that is, you guys have like these teachers and stuff growing up, right? And like you think to yourself like, wow, how did they get hired, or like just what happened, or like what's going through their mind when they're teaching, right? So I have this teacher, and he claims to know a lot about computers supposedly, but he can't tell me what an SSD drive stands for. On top of that, just maybe you can give some examples. Okay, he teaches his stuff from Wikipedia. Okay, like he doesn't even teach. He will look up, um, he would look up like a tutorial, a tutorial on. And that's how he says it too. So he would look up a tutorial on how to do something, but he wouldn't teach us how to do it. So how I mean, tell me your guys' experience with crazy teachers.
Um, okay. I can give two examples of teachers that I would consider crazy. One of them is kind of like, kind of like the casual, hey, comedic, I don't even know if that's a word, comedic teacher. I don't know. He's always funny. The other one is like an old grandma. She is just,
An old grandma. So you have a
oh man,
grandma teaching you. Well, is this like? Is she teaching you like history, or like what is she teaching you?
English.
English. Okay, I should have known.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so how? What does she do? Like, does she do anything like crazy, or like how crazy do these teachers get?
Let's just say on the first day of school, okay, so let's just say on the first day of school, she says, you guys take notes on the board, you're gonna have homework this evening, you're gonna learn to sit up, and you're gonna learn to not chew gum, because if you believe that that world out there kills, and she went on this huge lecture about, you know, how we one shouldn't chew gum during a job interview, and two, we shouldn't slouch. Now, I'm not going to argue about whether you should or shouldn't do that. I mean, obviously, if you want, obviously you're not going to slouch if you're trying to get a job. But chewing gum, I really don't have an opinion on that. I don't think it would affect anything per se. I mean, it might. depending on who the interviewer is. But she likes to give these big lectures, and she yells at you every day. She's a old woman with a crazy hairdo, but she is one minute she will be really sweet, talk to you in the most um the softest voice, and then the next minute she'll be yelling at another student, telling them that they're going to uh, like have homework, and they have to write a paper within 5 minutes.
I had this one teacher in 8th grade who would fail everyone's test. You would put in test answers, and we only tested on Anne Frank. Like, that was the book we had to test on. And they said not until everyone passes will we move on. So every week we would reread the entire Anne Frank book and then test on it. And then, so it would be like, choose the best answer. And you'd be like, what is the name for the Nazi secret police? And it's the Gestapo. And it would be things, and then, so there's the Gestapo, and then there was an answer that just said the Nazi, like, secret police organization or something. And I don't remember the other two. One was, like, a different, like, it was Gestapo, but in a different language. It was, like, in Swedish or whatever, because that's where they moved. And then, another one was really stupid. It was, like, FBI or something we have here in America. And so the first one I put Gestapo. I missed it, and like everyone's like raging because these are like ridiculous questions that he marked everyone wrong. Everyone's like, I put like every single, like, we got everyone who would put every single answer besides the FBI one, because no one's that dumb. And everyone, like, we got it wrong, and he's like, yeah, the correct answer was this Nazi secret police organization, because that's what it was. And it's like, no, you asked what the Nazi secret police was named, not to put organization after it. And he's like, yeah, but choose the best answer. That's the best answer. And everyone was like, okay. So the next test rolls around, I do that one. And he's like, no, it's the Gestapo. If you read the book, it said the Gestapo. And I was like, but last time you said, and he's like, no, I didn't. So, yeah, he was pretty bad.
You see, well,
and he failed everyone. Like, every single test was failed. So, like, no one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got through that class with a C. I was so proud of myself because everyone else had like Fs.
Well, see, everyone in everyone is saying in my class, everyone in my English class is saying that these are the best English grades that they've had because of this teacher. She yells at you to the point where it makes you hate her, and therefore it makes you scared of her, and therefore you study, you do your homework because you don't want to write a paper, like a 3 to 5 paragraph paper, within 5 minutes left of class. And everyone says that these are the best grades that they've had in English all year. So, and back to teachers forgetting things. Yes, this teacher does forget things. Like one day she'll say, "Okay, we're going to do this."
Is this grandma?
Then, this is the grandma teacher, and she say, "Okay, today we're going to do this." Then, and then she forgets to do that, and she doesn't do it for another 2 to 3 days. Sometimes she even forgets to do it completely, and no one reminds her because everyone's scared of her. So.
Okay. So
Do you have any more funny story? Because I have another crazy teacher, but this is the comedic one though.
Yes, please tell us.
Okay, so anyone who has me on Skype, especially Craig, especially Saitor, Liberty, I've probably told you this. You guys all know which teacher I'm talking about. My 7th grade science teacher. Okay, here we go.
Oh boy, I know this story.
Oh, I haven't heard this yet. So.
Oh yeah, he was an absolute. Okay, he has a doctrine. He had a doctrine, and so he's like the smartest teacher in the whole school. But the things he would say, the things he would do, the way he would fix his hair. I'm not even joking. He looked like a clown, okay? A flat out clown. Um, and he would write the days of the week on the board. He would misspell them on purpose just to get everyone laughing and everything. He would put "ka" in front of everything he said. So like he'd say, "Now tomorrow we're gonna have a ka test," and he would say it exactly like that as well. He was just a hoot.
Yes. So this is similar to my teacher here. Um, he says like tutorial, like I can't even say not tutorial. He I think he pronounces stuff wrong on purpose, and I think it's the I guess I don't quite understand, but it's interesting. And so we'll be ending the stream soon. So I think I got one more topic to talk about, and this is a awesome topic, and we'll end it with this, I think. So, how do you guys have the YouTube inspirations? Like what made you like, what inspires you to do YouTube, or like, what's your favorite YouTuber? Or, like those YouTube inspirations, how do they change the way you make videos, or like have an impression on you, or how do you how do you feel about that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question again? I wasn't
So
listening.
you have YouTube inspirations, right? So I believe that
Yeah.
every YouTuber or like everyone that watches YouTube has a YouTube inspiration, like somebody that they really like to watch and enjoy their videos. Um, so my question to you would be, who's that YouTube inspiration? Like, who's your favorite YouTuber, or not even necessarily a favorite YouTuber, but somebody you think that has like good quality content that you were to like give them a shout out right now?
Liberty, you wanna take a crack at this one?
All right, go ahead. Going good.
Okay, if he doesn't want to go first, then I'll go first. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there, but it's always hard to narrow it down to one because there's so many different topics and stuff that um, to choose from. Those games, those movies, those tons of other stuff. Those, oh man, see, there's like so much stuff on YouTube that it's impossible to narrow it down to one channel. So I'm not gonna say anyone specifically, but you know who you are if you are watching this, because uh, you, you probably have the best in terms of like gaming content. You probably have like the best. I don't even know. Um, you have good content and you like to do it, which is what any YouTuber should do. If you make something, you want people to like it, and you should feel good in doing it. Um, and it's and uh, we all met each other on Clone Wars Adventures. There's tons of other people that I could go on naming who do Clone Wars Adventures videos, who did Clone Wars Adventures videos, that is. And you've basically, I don't know, let's just say you've made me a better person and you've kind of been a role model. Let's put it that way.
All right, yeah, I think we can narrow it down. And you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
we're not gonna
You
release
should
any
know who you
names
are if you're
here.
watching.
Yeah. Um, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, so one person I think that's a really good YouTuber, and like you said, it's hard to narrow it down to one person, but I I'd have to say somebody that really I find entertaining, and I don't know if I'd consider him the best YouTuber. Yeah, I think I probably would. Is Chris Move, and you've heard of him, right?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, Chris Move, he has like over 1 million subscribers, and he makes like NBA videos and like FIFA, and uh, you know, he makes like these good videos, and uh, you know, I love his videos, and he used to make Call of Duty videos and stuff like that. But another thing that another YouTuber I find that puts a lot of effort in his videos, and I appreciate him for it. Um, is COD Chameleon, and he's not as well known, but he's grown over the years, and he has 29,000 subscribers. He doesn't make videos a lot, which is I kind of feel like he should make them more, but I understand the circumstances that he has a job and stuff like that. But he makes all kinds of videos, and I really love his videos. It's been 2 months since he released his video. He used to be partnered with Machinima, and a person that I think the person I think that's really cool, um, and I mean somebody that I think that maybe gives good advice to people and stuff would definitely have to be Rhea. Hashtag thanks for following me on Twitter, by the way. Um, so yeah, and it was really cool. Ray actually followed me on Twitter, so you guys know Gorgon Gamer. Kinda good?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Like I know all the bigger names, but I don't, and I know some of the small names. I don't know any of the in between names on YouTube in terms of popularity.
Yeah. Um, okay, so Liberty, who do you feel that is your YouTube inspiration or that produces good videos?
The reason I did, there's this guy, his name is Co-Star. He quit YouTube, but he made these Minecraft videos, and I really liked them. So I was like, dude, I want to do that. And yeah, so that was, and like just the way he went about it. You'd have to go to his original series, and that's how I got Minecraft. He made it when it started in the alpha, and no, yeah, that's really it.
All right. Well,
That was bandwagon. The Heat win.
yeah. Okay.
Bandwagon.
So the Heat just beat the Pacers. So that's really cool. If you guys follow basketball, and you're watching this right now, you are fully aware that he beat the Pacers. So that's really cool. So well, we're almost hitting an hour. So I guess we'll sign off here, and I will see you guys in the next podcast. And I just want to thank you guys for all the support. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to order yourself some Domino's. Order yourself some Papa John's pizza, man. And once again, thanks for the sponsor. And hopefully we can do another stream. And also, if you want to become a sponsor on the Sniper Show, you can contact right now business. Mr. Liberty, it's business.mrlibertystudios? Yeah, okay, so business.mrlibertystudios at gmail.com. So if you're interested in becoming a sponsor on the Sniper Show and, having your channel thing here in the bottom right, which would be really cool, just contact Liberty and we can work things out. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and anything you got left to say, Gun Good?
Stay awesome.
All right, stay awesome. Anything you got to say, Liberty? All right, so Liberty's all good here. We got some chocolate milk, and okay, hold on. Stand by.
I'm supposed to talk to you? Nope, we got Papa John's.
All right, so I know you guys are all hungry now, the Sniper Show, and so yes, we will see you guys later. So now that you're hungry, order some Papa John's. All right. Tell them I
Pero
sent you.
ingredients, pero pizza, Papa John's. There you go.
All right. I will see you guys in my next stream.